Yo, welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles with Justin and Ulam. If you're watching this within the week of its upload, I apologize for the couple days of missed uploads. Computer had some issues that I think I've gotten fixed. I'll certainly be trying to push through them as best I can. So hopefully we won't have too many more or too much more of a break before further uploads. Oh, I only have 5 idle. Okay. That's odd. Wait. That's almost done. What else do I have them working on? Oh! We are severely short of our population cap. That's why. Thought something was wonky about that. Hmm. A note about I'm feeling some extra lag, and it's probably because of the setup I'm having to adapt to in order to get around those issues I mentioned. So I'm not sure how much that's going to come through in the recording. Uh, for now, I'm pretty much just going to have to apologize if there is any, because I am doing the best I can with what I've got. So, how were that many people working on that one section of bridge? Oh, again, dumb. Quit saying dumb things, self. Alright, so, nope, we're only going out to here, I remember now, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so that'll be 49. Alright, so that's the max we can do anyway. What? What do you mean blocked by existing structure? Oh, because it already... Still, how are there 7? Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah? Oh, we just hadn't quite gotten... Okay, so yeah, that's why that's fluctuating around. Alright, well, if we want more workers, technically we would need to expand our housing. Is food in a safe place to be doing that, though? Yes, I would say food is fine. So we'll leave our next farming area for later. We should be safe as far as that's concerned. Let's see. The closest area to just start expanding would be here. Trying to build around this is going to be I'll leave that for later because I'll probably end up having to change how that wall works and how all this works anyhow. So yeah, we'll leave that for later. For right now, I think we'll go ahead and try to expand out to here. So we've opened up a 2 spot on either here. We've got a market, and which one is this? Fishmonger. Is there a butcher near enough by? Right, I think this is the nearest butcher. Nope, that's another fishmonger. Is this a butcher just behind him? Yes. Well, to be sure. Oh no, wait, butchers increase the capacity. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, no, I am down a butcher. That's what I'm seeing there. Okay. Tools don't look to be too hard up, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to expand that. And given the distance I went for that, yeah, it would be probably wise to try to make this corner here be focused on another well, no, that's a little close, so maybe somewhere here in the middle-ish. Try to expand, make a new marketplace. Let's see, we've got a firehouse and a clinic pretty close, so another 2 way over here to span the gap would be good. What's water look like? Water doesn't reach particularly well, so we will need to evenly space pretty much the whole way there. Okay. We'll wait to actually issue any building commands until this part of the bridge is fixed, which should be very shortly. Oh, that's what must have been going on. I had several of them almost done, but not quite done, so it still holds back the whole 7 workers. Okay. I was misunderstanding what I was seeing. That's why there was a discrepancy. Alright, so this is too wide here. could pier that all up. I wouldn't pier that up because then I'd just end up putting a road on top of it anyway, so that's fine as is, but yeah. All this I could pier up in order to get that. Alternatively, I could run bridges and then road across there, and then maybe just pier up here so that I can use it. Yeah, that's probably the wiser option. Alright, looks like Dragon and Viking attacks are nearing. Let's see. So, wait, whoops, I didn't quite check. What did it say in people that? Oh, it's not going to say. Alright, well, we have 33 people, so. Yeah, we had enough to get those built, so that's handy. I think stone roads still just take the same amount as a regular road, which is 1 per, right? Yeah, so we can go ahead and just put stone roads across here without too much issue. Alright, and then we'll need to stone bridge all that, which unfortunately will be just as much of a pain in the butt as putting stone bridge anywhere else. Alright, so that's all completed along there. I think before we continue up that angle, we'll go ahead and bring this back around. Though again, I think before I do that, I want to try to get this in such a place as it's ready for buildings, and then try to get some buildings so we can build up a workforce a little bit larger than what we have. Which is an interesting thing that, I mean, yeah, 50 people would have been a crazy large workforce back when we were building with wood, but changing to stone, the amount of workers per each individual thing has also gone up such that everything just requires more people. Let's see, our gold doesn't really need it. Guess we could use some more fish. That really should be about it that we could afford. Or, not afford, we can afford plenty that we would really be able to do anything with. Alright, let's go ahead and buy that fish. Just to try to keep that a little closer to its limit as well. Alright, so have we finished no more workers on this part of the bridge? I think so. So, this remaining 18 should truly be free. Let's see. This is only 2 spots, right? Alright, so we'll go ahead and tell 2 people to get the bridges here put in. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and wait for any further commands on that, which is a good thing anyway, because it looks like our next attack should be arriving momentarily. I could move all the archers in. It kind of depends on whether or not we're going to get the dragon before the Vikings. How much before the Vikings? Yeah, no, we're getting the Vikings first, so. Well, but then again, the Vikings, depending on how long the dragon takes to attack, the dragon could still end up arriving technically before. Alright, so good. This time all 6 ships, same direction. Alright, and from this shore, they are going to take ages. So yeah, actually, the dragon will probably end up hitting slightly before. Let's see if I move you. No, not there. Right, let's turn the camera. Alright, let's pause. That way I don't... Whoa, hello, lose time to all this camera shenanigan. Move you there. Turn the camera. There we go. And select you. Tell you to go there. Unpause. It didn't. Oh! There were 3. Oh, okay. 2 of them were stacked or something. That's confusing. Alright, whatever. So now, by moving them there, I should be able to select all the archers by dragging, haha, nice, there and there. Handy. Alright, seeing as how, yep, and because I think the first time you kill the dragon, that signals it to have that be the very next dragon will actually send 2. There are levels of dragons as well. I don't again, on the last playthrough, we didn't play long enough to truly. Are you just all gonna stack on that point? What's going on here? All right, fine. Let's let this play out, and we'll see. Because I'm not sure how. All right, but while they're going, let's get this to tell us where the dragons are approaching from. Oh, they're not together. Oh, yes, they are. All right, and they are two regular. They're not appearing to be heading particularly for the. I've lost track of the other one. This lag is not helping. Okay. They are not exactly heading where I'm wanting. Okay, and these guys did, like, super stack up. Alright, is he not within range? Oh, good, he is. So even though he's attacking, he should be getting attacked in return. Other guy, on the other hand, is thinking not. Okay, so yeah. We have, it seems, already arrived at a place where we will need multiple of these in order to properly cover the kingdom. Oh, goodness, yeah. But they get it all close to one of these things, and kaboom! Well, not. Let's select you guys, which is hopefully actually selecting y'all. Is he leaving? I don't know that he's leaving. You know what, actually head here? Looks like that should intercept him. Maybe even just stop. Yeah, given he's moving faster than y'all are. Stop right here. And start firing on him. Plus he's flying close to the tower, which means the ballista will soon, boom, knock him right out of the air. Alright, I've got the camera all kinds of turned around, so now I'm gonna need y'all to head back over here. And then that's 11 years till the next dragon attack, so it's 11 years to get our stuff together, because that was not a good defense. Did not go well, and where's the stuff that burnt down? I know I heard the... Alright, is this the piece that's burnt down? No. Was it not a... was that a house that burnt down? I need this stupid snow filter to go away. I don't know if you can notice, I've turned the clouds off because they were just constantly being annoying. It's not like I had any of the other settings for graphics on anything above minimal, so... I'm not seeing what burnt down. I don't know. Yeah, these two, they look weird, but... Oh, here we go. Wow, if that's really the only thing that burnt down, that's pretty good. It's not great still. I would have preferred that we fend him off more properly, but... we'll get to that. Alright, you guys are in place. Let's zoom in and pause time so that... Well, okay, come on, camera. Calm down. I don't know, if there's a sensitivity setting, I definitely need to turn it down to calm it down. Alright, so you guys go there. You guys go to that tower. You guys go to that tower. You guys go to... Alright, I'll make sure I'm selecting the right thing. That tower. You guys go to that tower. So forth. And so on. There we are. Alright, you should all have your orders. Let's see if I did it right. Bada bing. In position and ready. Here they come. Alright, so wow, 17 now, including all 6 of the ships. Alright, so that should just... Yeah, okay, so I was going to say that was too small, but here's the other group. They're probably throwing fires on the wall. Which is an interesting thing. Apparently we have enough firemen, or just water or whatever, close enough to the wall that their fires aren't really able to do enough damage. I wonder if it's really worth our time to bother turning the walls into stone. Especially because, I mean, on the one hand, I'm not planning on stopping their construction any more than they already have. And I only turn these so not for the defensive value, but for the height advantage value. So, I don't see a particular reason to bother, given the wood seems to be reasonably well protected anyway. Yeah, them being in these two separate groups is actually hindering them. Because our guys can all focus these ones down, and the other group is still all the way around the corner, so we will have fully refreshed and be ready for them when they get here. Alright, was that you that lost some health? Yeah, alright. You go ahead and recuperate. You should be able to recuperate that back in time. Come on, how'd we lose a guy to plague? I've got the doctors everywhere, and our health claims to be extremely high. I guess in the grand scheme of over 1,000 people, losing one is not something to complain about. I'd still like if we could get the no deaths to plague, given how much I've invested in medical facilities. But let's not get greedy, I suppose. Let's see. From this, whoop, nope, not the tar, the ballista on top. So he does not quite reach. I don't see the dragons really attacking this because this is all military and industrial, so that probably should be fine. But given farmland will extend out to here, I'm thinking, okay, that fishing being right there is a bit of a pain. So maybe we won't build it, because I was gonna try to go ahead and build the rest on water, but actually, if I move this cemetery, that cemetery is pretty much in the perfect spot, I think, to cover the rest of this whole area. Considering, again, I'm not expecting this part to really be threatened. So yeah, we'll probably move this. I mean, we'll build the new one before we destroy this one, seeing as how that much of it is already being used. Let's see, and if it's 4x4 for that, then the cemetery will not really go over here that well, honestly. Is there another slot I could fit it in somewhere? Oh, right, goodness, we are using a lot of cemeteries already. I didn't realize. We're already, yeah, so... Let's see, if those are little 3x3s, that's a 2x2, so that doesn't actually fit. I could put another on that side. Yeah, that would probably... I mean, neither of those are super full yet, so that probably would do the job. Alright, nice. And did we not really lose any health on that second go, or could you guys... Nope, yep. Oh, I'm not clicking on the Vanguard. And no, select them. There we are. Alright, yep, but they are fine. Excellent. That should only, yep, be the 6 ships. Scurrying away in defeat. Losers. Alright. Do we have... Let's turn the camera to the way we had it. Alright, we do have all our idle again. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 7, 35. So that would end up taking most of our construction workers. So instead, let's go ahead and start on that other so I can... Because demolishing doesn't take any people. Thankfully. Realistically, it honestly also should. So it's a nicety that they let us not have to also commit workers to demolishing. Which would be a pain. Though, as I just said, not an unrealistic one. Whew, that took a lot of workers, honestly. We are also, once again, under capacity. Let's go ahead and throw another festival. Alright, so once that's up and running, we're going to delete you. And, I mean, we won't start on that just yet, but, I mean, you know, we'll need to start sooner than later. Alright, so, in order to get the 7 per bridge for a 5, again, I need 35, so if we can get this idle up to 35, we'll go ahead and start them on the bridge. I mean, I guess I could just start what can. Yeah, it's better than leaving them idle. Show 16, that's 7, 14, and already we can't do anymore? Well, that's the way the numbers work. Alright, we'll just have to work off of it. They'll be finishing this up pretty soon, though. Yep. Those, fortunately, don't take long to build. Alright, another 15, so we can go another 2. Somehow that dropped down to 14. Alright, it's fluctuating, but we'll get it up. There we are, and the final one, now we're able to finish that. Alright, so... benefit I'm seeing out of having these be 3x3, or rather just by 3 by, however long this is, cut by roads whenever I see appropriate, is that seeing as how most buildings are 2x, this'll give me more flexibility. I'm thinking building off of this rather than building everything off of 2s will provide more flexibility for the wells and will hopefully answer that well spreading issue that I mentioned from this area over here. Of course, that would still, the answer there would be muddled by the fact that farms actually do take up 3, so for these I should have made it 4s, in which case, I mean, I would have had to intersperse granaries to make things make sense, but yeah, no, the farms are just definitely going to have a harder time figuring out the well situation, I think, than buildings. Or orchards, for that matter, considering orchards work the same as buildings. Alright, yeah, I'd say once again, looks like we could use some fruit, honestly. This is fruit, right? And are you even selling fish today? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, we'll just take the fruit. Thank you. Huh. Not sure why our fruit would be going down. I haven't built any new taverns. That's the issue with... Oh, that is just on total... Okay, well, that's odd. Ah, so that's not based on the... That's why our population keeps dropping. We are actually indeed not making enough food for them. Which unfortunately, again, despite being at near full stocks for most of them, yeah, the issue is not really probably production even. It's probably just storage issues. I suppose one thing that would be really stupid risky, although I could cut down on the risk, would be to absolutely do a full-on redo of our food sector. After all, I really don't like having this farm especially being that close to the water because of its flood chance. Yeah, this one's far enough. And by and large, I don't know that I would need to really change the Noira positions that much because they're pretty good as far as spread. I don't really feel like doing all that though. Certainly not without doing some of the math off screen to try to figure out what proportions we're looking at. Yeah, so I mean, it is something I could do, but like with our previous map, I'll keep plugging on the way we're doing, and before we start work on the new one in the new season sometime down the road way eventually, hopefully before then I will try to do some of the math, work it out a little bit better, and try to... Well, I mean, after all, especially because the math changed. Seeing as how the last time we were doing this, we had problems, sure, but it was partially because orchards and farms produce just, food. Now that they produce differently, the math's even further changed, and we didn't really have a strong grasp on it then. Oh goodness, come on guys, how is this still not finished? What do you need for it? 2 wood. That guy. Alright, fine, I guess I'm getting a little impatient. And there you go. Down from 5 people working on it to only 3 people manning it. Excellent. Alright, so in interest of that, I'm going to delete you. Alright. Do I still have the working things on them? Ah, no, they are finished. Alright. So, with this being ready, got 2 spots there that I could put something in. But we already have a tavern there. We already have our safety buildings right there, and the market there is going to be replicated somewhere right over here. Plus, yeah, I don't think you can really put market stuff this close, so I guess really the best thing to put there is probably some cottages. Well, that'll move the road, but, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. Besides, I kind of like the road where it is. Whoops. There we are, and... Whoop, oh, come on. There we go. Alright. So that on its own will also be increasing our pop size a little bit. Oh, right, but I just, out of all that talk, and I didn't actually do anything to try to help the farmland. Alright, so I think what I will do then, since I don't actually want to bother with really big overhauls, I will just go ahead and expand some. But not right now, because right now, we're probably fine. At the end of the day, we do have, I mean, they would have to eat a lot to reduce our stores. Plus, I was, again, kind of hoping that the stone roads and stone bridges, which we haven't fully finished either, but out here I was hoping these stone roads would better help. I'm wondering, looking at it and thinking, maybe the problem is that, or at least a part of the problem, is distinctly the lack of roads between the farms and the granaries. I don't know. Does look like most of these are being pretty full. With the issue being, I mean, hypothetically, I could just, like, build a string of granaries here to increase capacity so that we convert more of that exposure loss into... Yeah, I mean, let's try that. It's not going to be super efficient, but I mean, sure, let's try it. It's a simple enough option. What kind of workers do we got? It looks like it takes about 5 each. You know what? Ah, come on, not right there. Ah, it had to move slightly. Yeah, this lag is really being annoying. I'll have to see if I can't do something to... Okay, come on, quit that nonsense. There should be some settings I could tweak. Alright, how's the water? Alright, it's fine enough. So instead of a water there, we'll go ahead and just put in a small granary right here. Alright, and we'll see. Hopefully that'll help. Unfortunately, that is also all jobs. So, good, they finished these 2 cottages, though. So that will slowly, eventually begin to get things underway. Oh yeah, that's because of the reservoir. Which, again, I mean, yeah, 7 bonus happiness to its radius, and it's not that good a radius, and it requires Noirs and whatever not. No. Yeah, I think we'll stick with wells by and large. Just using Noirs for bathhouses. Again, not necessarily because the bathhouse's radius is that good, but just because they start to get really ticked off if you build up the population too high without having the bathhouses to accommodate. Which, as I think about it, it's probably because these style of homes probably don't have indoor plumbing. So, now that I think about it, yeah, I guess I really can't blame them. I would get pretty ticked too about not having proper facilities, seeing as how you cannot rely on your home providing that facility. Alright, I think we will go ahead and call this episode here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.